Hello, and welcome back to our lessons in Microsoft Excel. In this set of lessons, we want to discuss saving our workbook or saving our document. So let's get started. Now, in order to save your workbook, you can do it one of two ways. On your top of your title bar, you have an icon, which is a save icon. Once you save the document, because this document right here says Book 1 Excel, if you read across your title bar, it's defaulted to Book 1. If you have another one open, it'd be Book 2 and Book 3 and so forth. Until you give it a name, it's going to have you labeled as Book 1, like I say, by default. So to save it, to change the name, you click over here, you click on the save icon. Is going to open up this dialog box. We're going to do save file as. The first time you do it, it's going to save as. Here the file name is where you can put the title of your document or your workbook. By default, it's going to go into the location of your OneDrive. Your OneDrive is basically an internet place where you store your documents. Some places call it Cloud or Google Drive, depending on the manufacturer. You use the drop-down arrow if you want to select a different location to where you want to, if you don't want to put it on your OneDrive. Say, do you want to share this file? There's another option. And then you can click to save if you want. And then you save it after you named it. I'm going to the more options. More options. If you click more options, it'll take you to your Backstage View. Now, from here, I want to show you one Backstage View. We discussed before that if you go to your file on your home row, that you click File, and that'll take you to your Backstage View, which is a simpler way of getting there, a shorter way of getting there. And it does the same thing as we did when we pressed the Save icon. When you click on Save, notice how it dropped down to Save As. It goes to Save As because you have not saved the document before. So the first time you do it, it's going to do a Save As and then the name that you give it. And then after you give it a name, then it'll go to the Save as you update on your save. Here again, you have the OneDrive, where you can save it to your OneDrive and to your basically to your Gmail account on the internet. You can save it to this PC. This PC just allows you to pick other locations. You can add a place if you want to share it on the internet somewhere else. And then you have Browse. Now I like Browse because Browse allows you to select exactly where you want to put that document, or where you want to put that workbook. Here, it's the same thing we talked before, where you can put it in, where you name it. So this time I want to name it. Let's call this Lesson Workbook. Once you type in there, then you can go to your save. When you save it, notice here that now you have a title for your workbook. We just call it Lesson Workbook. So now, if you want to add something, if you want to change, let's say we want to do. Now, if you want to save it, now you're going to go to Save. Now, it's recommended that as you type it in your document or in your workbook, that you save often. Because if you spend hours and days on something, you don't save it, then something happens and you lose it. You've lost a lot of time and a lot of work and a lot of effort. So let's do this one here. Let's put a $sign in there. We have a $sign right here. $sign. Just do all of them like this so they have $signs. Now that we have a $sign, now if I want you to do it there, or you can do it here. Okay, then that saves the document. And one last feature, you can also use the keystroke Control-S to save your document. You notice here when you put it on the document icon, it gives you the Control-S. Control-S saves it if you want to use the keyboard shortcut stroke to control your workbook. This is what I have now for saving your workbook. We ask, as always, that you continue to stay with us as we move forward in these lessons. And like always, God bless you.